What about Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah?
By Cake? I'm assuming that they don't also have a bald eagle.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely locked that one down. It doesn't make any sense because like there's no way you could just like go to the I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, I think there's an issue that's been on, I'm sure, many of the podcast listeners, minds this last week.
I'm sure there was. I mean, I know what it was, and you know what it was, but why don't you tell them what it was?
Wait, no, do you know what it was?
I don't know that I
do. The issue I was going to say is I just wanted to make a public statement that we here at Off the Air do not plan on invading and taking over Edinburgh now that the Duke is gone.
Oh, that's right. We did say something about that, didn't we?
Well, we were going to take Essex, obviously. But I just want to be very clear that we're not going to take Edinburgh and give it to the Off the Air fans. We're actually going to take it and give it back to the Scots. That's the plan.
I mean, people should understand. I mean, as much as I would love to give back to the community in that way, there's a greater community that needs given back to.
And that's the Scottish. The Scottish.
So there's this guy on TikTok who I follow who I would say it's not like a large amount of his content because, you know, he posts like once or more a day, but every time a conservative like talking head dies, he skanks on a picture of their grave to this what are they called? It's some ska band, and I love it so much because it's every time like someone dies, I happen to open TikTok and there he is skanking away with this happy song playing in the background. I'm like, okay, this is a good way to start my day, I suppose.
You know, I've seen a lot of ska discourse. Actually, okay, no, I haven't. But I've seen a lot of people being like, yeah, I like, you know, ska music. You ever heard of like ska punk? But you know, I got a hot take, Noah. I think ska is already ska punk.
I gotta be honest, I don't know fully why people differentiate ska and ska punk. I'm assuming it's like they're trying to give you an idea of what era of ska they're talking about. But I don't know. It has always confused me.
I feel like almost all ska music I've ever heard is punk music, or at least very punk adjacent.
No, that's exactly what I would think too.
I mean, maybe there's like there probably is like a facet of like corporate ska, if you will, kind of like a corporate punk, which is I'm sure probably more well known, would probably be like the, you know, like any song with a trumpet you could see in like a 2000s movie probably falls into that category of like corporate ska. But yeah, I feel like I've been seeing some people saying like ska punk, you should give it a listen. Like maybe I just am not really a true ska fan, but
see, I'm looking at subgenres, ska core and Christian ska. Yikes.
Please, I just as a thought experiment, if you will. Can you name me a couple of Christian ska bands? I just have to know.
Actually, I can. Let me. Who are they? Like
can you
5 Iron Frenzy
and give me the names?
I think 5 Iron. Yeah, 5 Iron Frenzy. We got the OC Supertones, Squad 5-0, the OC Supertones from Orange County, California.
Yeah, I gathered that.
And
then what was the other one? The 5-0.
Squad 5-0 and the Insiders, spelled funny. Interesting.
The Insiders.
Yeah, 5 Iron Frenzy. I don't remember what song it is, but do you know like the Doxology? Super traditional hymn.
You know what? That sounds familiar. Let me look it up. How's it go? No, can you do a round of it for me?
Praise God from whom all blessings flow.
I feel like I know that one.
Yeah, you know. I'm trying to remember what it's. Oh my gosh, I'm so angry because I cannot remember what the song is, but it is their biggest song, if memory serves. A flowery song. There it is. A flowery song. It has its own verse, but then the chorus is just the doxology. It's a wild time.
Yeah, actually, they've been putting out music as of a month ago.
What? No.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're kidding me.
On their YouTube video, they're doing like live videos.
Oh, you know what? Good for them. You don't see a lot of ska bands that are still sticking around at all. I'm sorry, ska punk, Christian ska punk.
Thank you.
So let's
I want to
see.
listen to this song. Probably not right now.
So I think the big thing is that ska is mostly ska punk is technically third wave ska. Third wave and on.
Something about like the idea of ska, like every time I hear it, just makes me laugh. Like
No, that's super fair.
like I get that it's not like a funny music, but
Mhm.
it is it's an inherently funny music.
So let's see. Before ska punk started, many ska and punk bands performed on the same bills and appealed to the same audiences. I'm wondering what bands that I think of as just ska that are actually something other than that. Oh, there's a lot of, well, I mean, these are all ska punk bands, but like there's a lot of stuff here that I listen to. 90s kids will remember Goldfinger as being on, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack.
Or Austin Powers.
Or Austin Powers, exactly. I didn't know
That's
that.
gold member.
Oh my gosh, I was ready to be like, oh cool, there's ska and Austin Powers. I didn't know that, but no,
No, I was.
no.
Mhm.
Fool that I was.
Yeah, no, the third Austin Powers movie. Everyone knows gold member. What's your favorite James Bond movie?
Oh shoot,
Wrong answers only.
my gut reaction is I want to say Thunderball because that's the one that I watched the most as a kid. But I gotta be honest, I'm pretty sure Diamonds Are Forever is my favorite, which is funny because that's the last one that Connery was in, but there was another actor in between the movie Connery was in before that. Oh, what is it? It's I don't remember what his official last one before that was. And then we had George Lazenby came in for one movie, Her Majesty's Secret Service, and it was awful. It was so bad. He came in, he had bought one of oh shoot, what's his name now? What's his name? The guy that plays, I just said his name, Sean Connery. He bought one of Sean Connery's suits. He bought the same watch that he wears, and he walked into the interview without an appointment, just walked into the guy's office and he's like, "You found your new Bond." And that had enough like power and energy that they hired him on the spot.
Wait,
And that's his
who?
I think that's his only acting credit.
Wait, who?
George Lazenby. He was in there
George
for
Lazenby,
yeah,
okay.
for Her Majesty's Secret Service. One movie. I don't know that he acted much beyond this movie. I'm trying to check right now.
Roger
Oh,
George
he
Moore.
acted a lot. Never mind. He got out there in a few things. He's actually in some modern some Bonnard movies. One's
Timothy
coming out.
Dalton.
Okay. Well, good for him. I'm glad that he actually did something. He looks mostly like a TV actor though. Which that's not to say that, that's less of him or anything like that. It's just different vibes. But anyway,
Man, there's like 27 James Bond movies.
yeah, no, there's a lot of them. But yeah, I don't like Lazenby at all. All that to say, I think Diamonds Are Forever, even though it's one of the worst received Bond movies, a lot of people think that that's Connery's weakest one. You can really tell that he was phoning it in for it. I gotta say, I like it a lot. I really, really like it.
I've seen maybe exactly. Let me crunch here. I'm pretty sure I've seen Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die is a really good one. Well, it's not. It's really racist, actually, but it's very enjoyable.
Noah is racist.
Well, here,
I've
let me.
played GoldenEye.
The issue with Live and Let Die is every single villain was black, and the one black person who was Bond's ally turned out to be a secret agent for the villain. Spoilers
That's just
for a
unfortunate,
movie
really.
from '73. But
I think there's also probably
honestly,
let's see. I've seen maybe 3 James Bond movies.
oh no, don't say that. I've seen all of them at least once. Oh, that's embarrassing.
For me?
No, for me, because I have opinions on all of them.
I don't even know if I've seen Live and Let Die. Maybe when I was a kid, I saw it on TV or something.
I don't think that there's a single one of Connery's movies that I don't like. I like all of his era. Lazenby had one in between You Only Live Twice and Diamonds Are Forever, and that was not a good movie. Then we have Roger Moore, and I used to think Roger Moore was a pretty good time. And then I'm looking into this, and I realize the only movies of his that I like are For Your Eyes Only and Man with a Golden Gun and Live and Let Die.
And he is in a lot of them.
He's in quite a few.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what? I don't think I've ever seen Never Say Never
7.
Again.
Oh man, you're missing out.
Connery came back for that one. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, so I've never seen that one. And I don't know if that's part of the official canon anyway.
That one, I believe, was part of the one that was produced. Yeah. Never Say Never Again and 1967's Casino Royale are produced by a different company.
Yep. And Connery was in Casino Royale as well, if memory serves. But yeah, let's see.
Was Daniel Craig.
Octopussy was one of Roger Moore's movies. That was the last one he was in. I don't recall it being good.
How are they allowed to just call it that?
I don't know. Oh no, View to a Kill and The Living Daylights. I did forget about those two. They exist. They're not good. Then we got
how
Pierce Brosnan era. The Brosnan era is pretty good. How did they get away with calling it Octopussy?
Yeah.
That's a great question, and I wish I had an answer for you.
That doesn't make any sense. Because like there's no way you could just like go to the I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. But I suppose it was what, 1983? There's no rules.
What?
It's the 80s.
Where's the other Dalton?
The roaring 80s.
Wait a minute. Oh, I gotta figure this out. Oh, never mind. Living Daylights wasn't Moore. I'm an idiot. That was Dalton. All right, so Timothy Dalton did Living Daylights and License to Kill. He's the angriest Bond that there ever was, and I did appreciate.
Why did they spell? Is that the wrong way to spell? That's not how you spell license, is it?
I don't. Is that the British way to spell it? Maybe.
It better not be. I gotta talk to him if it is.
That just looks like that is the right way to spell it.
Is it really?
I think it's the font. No, wait.
No way.
No, okay, never mind. There is an extra C in there.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. It's missing an S. It's missing the S and it has a C instead.
Okay, so it looks like that's just British spelling. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
They got to figure that out.
Let's see. We got GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, World Is Not Enough, 007, and Die Another Day. Those are all the Brosnan Bonds. They're fine. They were a modern era of Bond. They didn't really go over nearly as well as what's his name did, Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig kind of killed it with all of his appearances, even though the movies weren't always that great. Which one was it? I can't remember. I think it was Skyfall was recorded during the writer's strike, and it was basically Daniel Craig and the director writing the movie as they shot it. And it does feel like that.
I kind of think I've seen Skyfall, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
That's the one where, like, spoiler alert, in like the first 10 minutes he gets like shot off a train, right?
Maybe it was Quantum.
That's Quantum?
Where he gets no. He gets shot off a train in Skyfall. Maybe it was Quantum that they had the writer's strike, though. Because that one tracks a lot less cleanly.
Yeah, well, I also, like, Skyfall is the one where he, like, for whatever reason, there's, like, a good, like, third of the movie, and I can't really remember why, but, like, in the movie, they're like, hey, James Bond, you gotta go to this, like, really cool house in Scotland.
Yeah, no, it was, like, his family house, and they were hiding there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was like, this is, like, your ancestral home, James Bond. And he was like, okay, thanks. And they're like, there's a whole bunch of guns here, and everything's, like, really nice, like, solid oak.
And then they blow it up.
Yeah, and then they just start shooting a whole bunch of people.
I'm really excited for No Time to Die. That one's coming out this year. It was supposed to come out last year, but they were not able to release it. It was April of 2020. Then it was November. Now it's April of 2021. Was it released? It can't have been. No, October 8th. Okay. There's some people that have already reviewed it, saying that they love the movie.
That's good.
But I think these people are reviewing it just... What? These people really are acting like they saw this movie months ago.
Oh, you didn't hear?
Oh, honestly, they probably did pirate it, but like, wild. But yeah, that's James Bond movies. I really have a lot of positive feelings toward James Bond movies. Except for Dr. No. Dr. No's a little boring.
Isn't it the first one?
Yep. It's
well, you know.
It's got some flow issues, which is fine. You know, that's movies in the 60s. So actually I just realized that the first two was it the first two or the first three Bond movies are all pre-code, I believe.
What?
Have a sec. What era? From oh no, never mind. That was 34. Oh, it got lightened up after that. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I cannot stand pretentious film people talking about their favorite era of movies being movies from like the 30s, but that is before the Hays Code kicked in and told people what they were and were not allowed to put in movies. Um, and you know, I guess there are some better storylines that exist in movies there that like kind of got stifled for years, but I couldn't care less. I wish Dan was here to talk about that because I'm sure he has as a film major, has a much better grasp of what exactly the whole thing is. I just know
Yeah,
what
you
I
can put
hear
whatever you
people
want
talk
in a
about
movie. You
it.
just can't release it.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the big brain take. Just don't put it in theaters. Well, but like, I mean, maybe I just have a broke take here, and I'm not really aware of the situation. But I feel like there's no way that people in the 30s were like, "Hey, we're gonna do some like real messed up stuff for this movie."
It was a censorship movement that this was the
Hmm.
good alternative to, but it wasn't. It still wasn't a good alternative to it. You know,
Yeah.
that's the main thing.
Okay.
It was pretty
Sounds.
agenda driven. The Catholic Church was involved.
Oh, of course they were.
Yeah, there's a lot to it, but you know what? There's not a lot to.
What's that? No,
It's this dragon fruit berry seltzer from Wegmans.
he's
Um,
done it.
yep, that's it. I hadn't seen this one until like last week. I'm assuming that it's probably just a summer flavor that they roll out annually. Or it's new. I don't know. Either way, it's very, very good. It's got a real I like dragon fruit a lot. I feel like a lot of people hate it, and I've had other
I
people
feel
tell
like
me that it tastes like radishes, and I don't know why because that's never a sensation that I've experienced.
I feel like the problem with dragon fruit is when you're actually eating dragon fruit things, it's never dragon fruit.
And that is
It's one of those where it's like most of the time I can't eat dragon fruit things because almost everything that's dragon fruit has strawberry in it as the main ingredient.
really interesting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like I'll like if it says like it's like a dragon fruit like syrup or something and it says natural flavorings, it almost always like gives me an allergic reaction, but I'm not allergic to the actual fruit because I've had it before. But it just has such a mild flavor, like
It
the
does.
fruit itself. So it's kind of like that's why they always mix it with things like dragon fruit berry. That's so that way they don't have to like they can just put mostly strawberry in there and they don't have to lie to you
hmm
because they said berry on the can.
You know, I'm giving it a taste now, and I do taste that berry a little bit more clearly as strawberry now that you mention it. But
Yeah, they just kind of like throw that into like I don't know if it brings out the dragon fruit flavor or what, or just like
that's the flavor
works
that
well
they've decided
together.
on.
I mean, it's also way cheaper for strawberries than it is
Oh,
for
without a
dragon fruit.
doubt. Without a doubt.
So if
Dragon
you're
fruit's
mass
hard to get your
producing them,
hands
it makes
on.
sense.
And it's really hard to tell if it's ripe. I've
It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird fruit.
I've lucked out every time I've gotten one and it's been ripe. I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't like kiwis, right? Like the white part of a kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
And if they like kiwi, they like the
Wait,
green
hold on.
part.
There's no white part of a kiwi.
Yeah, there is. The core.
It's green.
No. The green has the seeds and then there's a white like stem core in the middle.
Hold up. I mean, it's like a. It's not white, is it? I thought it
I
was
think
like all green. Just
okay,
couple
so
different-
it's more
Yeah,
of
no,
a
it's
green
totally
than
like.
it is a white. I've
Yeah,
always
I
thought
can
of it
see
as
you
the
being
white
like the
part of the
lighter part,
kiwi.
but yeah, I understand now.
But yeah, that is my favorite part of the kiwi. I really like that, and dragon fruit tastes just like that to me. So, you know,
Kiwi bird, yes, please.
here's a kiwi bird cut in
Nice.
half with a kiwi inside.
Whoa, I like the little birds though.
I got
Kiwi
no
bird
beef with 'em.
sad. Kiwi bird fat. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty fat.
They're just like
What do they do?
I don't know. They're just lumps, and they got too much. They got too much body and too much beak, and not enough everything else. Do they have wings?
Please don't disrespect them, but
I don't think they have
okay, so they're the
wings.
size of a domestic chicken.
Yeah, they're
Ooh, they're in the same family as ostriches.
yeah. They just got the legs. They might have little tiny wings, but I don't think I see them. Look at that, cute board.
Behavior and ecology. Yeah, how do these lines behave? Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know.
So there was no real mammals in New Zealand except for bats until people came. Kiwis' mostly nocturnal habits. Okay. So they're like night birds.
That makes sense. They look like night birds, you know.
Oh, they have a highly developed sense of smell. Oh, they have nostrils? That's weird. They eat crab?
That makes sense. See, that makes a lot of sense actually,
Well,
because they're
they
big,
eat like
long beak.
crayfish and eels and any other like mollusks
You
and
know, get inside that
seafoods.
shell.
So
Blah, 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 blah,
not
blah.
specifically crab, but they would eat crab. Nice. They eat crawfish.
You know what?
Put
I
a
would
kiwi in
too.
the bayou, lose its mind. Well, they are pretty cute actually.
I found this one that's
There's
made out of
different kinds.
gold and opal. No, not opal.
It's probably not made out of gold and opal. It's probably bird.
No,
They look
it's
like they don't have feathers almost.
right. They look more furry than anything, and I don't know that I like
Yeah.
that. Not that I get a vote in it or anything, but it's like, I don't know, furry bird throws me off. Furry bird with
And the
no
hair like
limbs
feathers.
except its legs and big long nose.
It's an icon of New Zealand.
Of course it is.
I mean, because like people from New Zealand, people call them kiwis.
Mm-hmm. See, what I've learned that I really like recently is spoonbills, just because
Oh yeah,
they look really dumb because they got
they're goofy. Yeah.
have you I don't know, you might have seen it, the TikTok going around of the one trying to like eat some guy's arm, but it was just like
I've
clap clap
not.
clap 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 on his arm, and then it walked away and it didn't do any damage because it's just this big flat beak. I don't know what it's good for. It, you know, there's no hooks on it. There's no, I don't know what it is that they grab, but I don't know.
I think they're like sift feeders, aren't they? Like they slightly open their bill and then just go in the water.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know jack about birds. I just like see some every now and then, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then I see other ones, and I'm like, nah, that's not cool.
That one's not. You know, like the shoe bills.
Yeah, no, I don't like shoe bills at all. They're just a little too big.
They are a little too big and a little too scary.
They look so angry. Like if you see any straight on shots of them, they look so angry at you specifically.
Yeah, it's a personal thing.
Yeah, they like I and then you see side views and they look really dorky. They look like dinosaurs actually.
Ooh, you know what we should do? We should look at national birds.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna just name a country. I want you to guess the bird.
Oh no. Okay.
Albania.
Oh no. I was about to ask her. So are these birds that I would even know the names of? Can you
This one's kind of a softball. I'll give you a hint. It is a type of eagle.
Okay. I'm assuming that they don't also have a bald eagle.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely locked that one down.
Let's see. Oh, what could it be? Of eagles. What? All right. So, ooh, okay. There's a lot of eagles out here. There's a lot. I'm gonna go with a harpy eagle.
No, it is a golden eagle.
Damn, that was the first eagle result, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna go for the first one. Golden
All
eagle.
right,
Okay.
Australia.
Australia.
It's a pretty stereotypical one.
I'm just drawing a huge blank on what kind of birds are in Australia. Do they?
There's like a whole war about them.
Oh, the
people joke
emu.
about.
The emu is their
in
national
fact
bird.
The emu. It is their. Well, it's not official, but it's it's on this list. So you parse that one out. Austria.
Didn't you say? No, you said Albania.
Yeah. Austria. This one is known for its terminal velocity.
What? Oh, is it like a hawk? Like a
No. It's known for the inquisition of its terminal velocity.
I've got nothing.
And whether it's African or European.
Oh, yes. A swallow.
It is a barn swallow, yes. Let's go to Belize. This is a good one.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Give me like a category to think toward.
Tropical bird.
Tropical bird. I'm assuming it's not a toucan.
Why are you assuming that?
Is it a toucan? Jackson, please, is it a toucan?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why that's funny, but it kind of is.
Why were you assuming it wasn't a toucan?
I don't know. You gotta assume sometimes.
This is the only bird that it is. You literally. Why did you rule out toucan?
I don't know. I just thought, yeah, it's probably not a toucan. I don't know why I thought that though.
And he was wrong. Oh, this one's Canada.
Oh, Canada,
Mm-hmm.
our home and native land.
He's done it.
Do they have a bird of prey as well?
It is not.
Oh, it's not a Canadian goose, is it?
It's not actually. That's
Thank
the
the
surprising
Lord.
part.
I was very afraid for a second, because that would have been awful.
You were not gonna. It's a Canada Jay.
I've never heard of a
Oh.
Canada Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently they were sick of the goose. I guess.
I would be sick of the goose too.
China.
Oh, I don't even know what kind of birds are over there.
This one's a little bit of like a it's a classic bird. It's an iconic bird.
Is it? Is it like a blue jay?
No.
Is it a?
Okay. Before I make myself look like an idiot, there's no way they don't have blue jays in China. That's right. Blue jays in China, right?
I have no idea.
I typed in China blue jay, and then when I typed in China blue and then JA, it said China blue Jackie Chan. And I don't know if there was like, did he paint himself? Wait, hold on. Now I gotta look that up. What happened?
This list does not seem to have blue jay in it.
Oh no, Jackie Chan just has a song called China Blue. That's weird. It is a red-crowned crane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a classic bird. Whew.
Okay. I don't. They might not have. They might just not have corvids over there. Because I'm looking down this list and I'm not seeing any.
Whoa.
They got a lot of birds.
This is one of the coolest birds I've ever seen.
What is it?
And this bird is a trogon. It's the Guatemala's national bird. And its name is based on I believe an Aztec or maybe Mayan, Incan, an ancient civilization in Latin America. It's based on a notorious god of theirs with a weird spelled name.
And wait,
it's a resplendent quetzal.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you familiar? Have you seen these things before? They're real cool.
I don't think that I have, but you said Trogan, so I Googled that immediately. And then I couldn't find it. Thought I misspelled Trojan for a minute. This is a pretty bird. I love its long tail.
Isn't it? Yeah. India. I guess India's bird.
Ooh. Oh.
It's an iconic one. It's like the Indian bird.
I don't know what's iconic in India. I don't know.
It's also iconic worldwide for its colorful feathers.
Peacock.
It is a peacock.
Nice. Yeah. I got it. I don't know how to feel about peacocks.
They're pretty cool, I guess. They just walk around at zoos.
Zoo. They do. I didn't realize until I saw that joke going around that peacocks are just allowed to like kind of wander around zoos.
Yeah, I don't know why they are, but they just do.
I'm trying to figure out like why, because it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
They're probably like just like they don't like they're pretty smart. I'm sure they're not just gonna like run out and then I'm sure the employees at the gates probably stop them and they probably just put them in their like pen at night. But
excuse me, Mr. Peacock, you cannot go out there. Oh,
and they're
yes,
harmless,
I'm so sorry.
sure. Well,
are they harmless? I feel like they're not.
I feel like if they were harmful, they wouldn't be walking around the zoo.
I mean, I suppose that's true.
I'm looking for like cool ones. Let's see. The Peru's national bird is the Andean cock of the rock.
The what?
The Andean cock of the rock. Noah, do you know the national bird of Saint Kitts and Nevis?
Is it the Andean cock of the rock?
No, it's the brown pelican.
Okay. I love...
Man, Scotland also has the golden eagle, and so does Serbia. You guys need to figure that out.
What is this bird?
It's weird. Why are his eyes like that, right?
I don't like him. Why is his head like that? He's just kind of lumpy and he's very orange. That's something that I always forget is that male and female birds are colored so incredibly differently.
Mm-hmm.
Because, the men, they got to convince other birds that they're like, they want to keep them around. The girls don't be having to do that. This bird's so weird. The female looks very normal, but the male looks like it's got a tumor on its nose. I think. What is that? It's just so lumpy. It's just a big lump of
It's a weird.
bird.
It's a weird happening.
I don't appreciate it. That's the point.
Noah's
And
bird
since
review. This one,
these birds are
bad.
here to for me, I just think that they should have taken that into account.
Yeah, that's true. The birds should have definitely thought about how they were gonna look before, Noah saw them.
I'm just saying it's just, it's basic consideration. I almost dumped my seltzer all over my
Wait.
laptop.
The national bird of Sri Lanka is called the Sri Lankan jungle fowl. And I'm gonna be completely honest, Noah. Guess what this thing looks like?
Please tell me it's not a shoe bill.
It's the Sri Lankan jungle fowl. Like, just going off the name, what do you think this creature looks like?
I guess.
Would you believe me if I told you it's just a chicken?
What?
Hold up.
No.
That's what it is.
That's just a fancy colored chicken. I guess it's
not even that fancy, all things considered.
I guess it kind of looks like a pheasant.
Yeah, it's like a pheasant chicken, but it's definitely like, it just looks kind of like a chicken.
I don't want to be rude to Sri Lanka, but I would personally pick something that's not just a chicken as my national bird.
I also would pick something that's not just a chicken.
Because of you, Jackson, I have a very strong connection in my mind to Sri Lanka. And
It's a nice place.
I would just like to, I don't know, I would like to share this connection with everyone else because I think it was like, what was it, 2014, 2016 area?
Probably somewhere when I was in high school.
Yeah, you had this plan of buying a plot of, what was it?
The houseboat.
You were going to get some sort of amount of money somehow, like some temporary job that would pay you a bunch of money. And then you were going to buy a plot of land in Sri Lanka and start a tea farm. Mm-hmm. And that was like your whole life strategy at the time. And then it was a houseboat. Oh, my mistake.
Yeah,
I do remember some things wrong. But like right after I heard about this plan, you dropped out of my life for like 3 full years. And I thought that you moved to Sri Lanka. And then you resurface and I'm like, oh, you're a waiter in Texas and you stream on Twitch. Got it.
Not in Sri Lanka.
Not in Sri Lanka.
That was honestly, that was a very short term, like 10th, 11th grade plan. But I was like, that's the move. That just sounds like the life.
I just remember you like going into detail about, I've looked into it and the land prices are very reasonable.
It's true, but the only problem with buying land internationally is it's like always super convoluted for good reasons, in order to keep, like multinational conglomerates from just buying everything up. Doesn't stop them anyway, but
Mm-hmm.
Now you know the state birds, Noah. Do you know Pennsylvania's state bird?
Oh no, isn't it? It's something dorky, isn't it?
That's disrespectful.
I don't know what it is. A ruffed grouse.
It's a ruffed grouse.
That's a lot less dorky than it could be.
Yeah,
look at him go. He's fine. I don't have.
Rhode Island, where their state bird is just a chicken.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's worse than Sri Lanka. At least they named their chicken something special. This is just a chicken.
Mm-hmm. Ohio and North Carolina have the same bird, and then South Carolina has the Carolina wren. Ohio and North Carolina have the northern cardinal.
Okay. I do like cardinals.
I do too, but I feel like you should really only get one. Like, there's more than 50 birds in the country.
That's true. Just a couple more.
New Mexico has the greater roadrunner. Have you ever seen a roadrunner before?
I don't think I have, outside of the cartoon.
Yeah, I used to see roadrunner at the one apartment when I first moved to Waco. There was a roadrunner that was like around the complex, just like every day.
This bird looks like it does drugs.
The roadrunner?
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Like, they're just like weird, but like they're just kind of like zip around everywhere.
They look like little tweaker birds.
Also, bad news. Virginia and West Virginia also have the northern cardinal as their bird.
How many people have the northern cardinal?
4, which is like 10% of the states.
That's too many.
That's kind of a big deal.
That's way too many.
Way too many. I want to see what Hawaii's bird is. It better be interesting.
It's a northern cardinal.
I lose my mind. Oh wait, hold up. Kentucky. Wait, hold up. I need to actually do a count here. Okay, Hawaii's got the Hawaiian goose. It's pretty cool. All right, let's crunch the numbers. How many people have a cardinal? We're putting states on blast here. If you live in Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia.
That's 7.
Yeah, so over 10% of the states have the cardinal as their bird.
Y'all, get
So I think it's
creative.
time. We've got to choose which one of them gets the cardinal.
I think so too.
I think the first state I'm going to eliminate from the competition is Ohio. I think Ohio should not get the cardinal.
Well, half a sec. Give me all the names again.
Oh shit. Indiana, Illinois. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I got it all. Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. I personally think it should go to Kentucky, because they have the baseball team already.
Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, what?
I accidentally. Oh, good lord! I accidentally closed out the tab. Half a sec. There we go. Okay, it's still there. All right, so we're gonna spin. First one out. I hope you're ready for this. We're gonna narrow it down mathematically.
I thought we were gonna choose. Oh, we're forcing.
We're forcing this. North Carolina, you freaking loser! Get out of here. North Carolina is out of the running. We're going to do process of elimination. Now, you were talking about eliminating Ohio. I would love to hear the results of why Ohio does not belong.
It sucks.
That's a good enough reason for me. Ohio, you're out of the running too. We've got, all right, Virginia. Jackson, you want to make a case for Virginia, or are they just gone?
You know what? Virginia is an iconic state, and the cardinal's an iconic bird. But I gotta say, Virginia seems like it's iconic, and also it, you know what? Honestly, why should it get that over any other bird? Virginia, you get the turkey.
Virginia gets the turkey. All right, Virginia, out. Now, if Virginia gets the turkey, doesn't somewhere else have the turkey?
Actually, I don't think so.
Well, that's convenient. Now, what about Kentucky? Because Kentucky just came up next, and we need to do something about Kentucky.
I'm already leaning towards Kentucky. They have the baseball team already.
That's true. You know what? We'll leave them in for another spin. If they get hit again, then that's God's choice. We can't argue.
You should just spin and let it get called from here.
All right, we're down to Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, and West Virginia.
Okay.
Now West Virginia did win it.
West Virginia won.
Now, do we want to let West Virginia take it?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you know what? West Virginia, congratulations. You're allowed to have the Northern Cardinal. Everyone else, you gotta pick something else. So, I don't know. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking?
For everyone else, I mean, Virginia gets the turkey.
Virginia gets the turkey.
I think it should be okay for North Carolina to also have the Carolina Wren, because it's got the name in it.
Both Carolinas get the Carolina Wren?
Because, it's got the name.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't want to make them choose which Carolina is more Carolina. They already argue about that every day.
It's true. It's
Illinois,
South Carolina,
Illinois
if you're in the Carolinas, I believe.
What's the most Chicago bird?
The most Chicago bird? A pigeon, isn't it?
I don't think anyone has a pigeon, so yeah, they can have a pigeon.
There we go.
Let's see, Indiana.
Indiana's begging for something small and flighty. I think a robin. I think we could give it a robin.
I think Indiana could do well with a robin. I don't. Oh, Connecticut already has an American robin.
Oh.
Maybe we could do something like a. Let's see. Ooh, Maine and Massachusetts are close with chickadee and then the black-capped chickadee.
Oh, it is differentiation though, and that's what counts.
Oh, Michigan also has the robin. We could do something like maybe like a zebra finch or something. Someone should have the zebra finch.
I'm okay with the zebra finch.
Yeah. Who else needs a new bird?
Kentucky,
that one's tough. What's the most Kentucky bird you can think of?
I mean, Blue Jays, I guess.
Oh, it's already taken.
It is already taken, unfortunately, but I do think Kentucky deserves it more than who has it?
New York.
Yeah, they definitely deserve it more than New York. I don't know what I would give New York. I feel like New York played the game correctly. Why should they have their choice taken by Kentucky, who chose the same bird as everyone else? That's true.
Why punish New York for trying to be original? I think Kentucky should get fried chicken.
Rhode Island already has that.
Well, there's technically is the Rhode Island Red. We can give them the Sri Lankan jungle fowl.
Kentucky, home of the Sri Lankan jungle fowl.
Yeah, they never said there had to be any there.
I think it's implied though, isn't it?
Yeah, but who's checking?
That's fair. I don't know. Maybe a red-tailed kite though.
Sure. Are those in Kentucky though? See,
I don't know.
it's harder
I
than
am
you think.
looking.
Like I said, who's checking?
There's a raptor rehabilitation center in Kentucky. So yeah,
Oh, yeah. No, wait, just give them the red-tailed hawk.
the
There's definitely
red-tailed
those.
hawk is perhaps the most conspicuous raptor in Kentucky. Well, there we go. Man, these guys
Conspicuous bird,
look so good.
wherever you are. This was a good topic.
I think so too. I mean, check out this red-tailed hawk. That's dope as hell.
That's a bird.
He kind of looks like he just got caught off guard and does not appreciate being taking a picture.
See, because like I feel like honestly, this has given me appreciation for Pennsylvania. Because like as a kid, I remember being like, ruffed grouse. That's stupid. What's a ruffed grouse even supposed to be?
Mm-hmm.
But now, as like a sophisticated adult, I'm like, oh yes, the ruffed grouse.
At least it's not a North American cardinal or a northern cardinal.
Yeah, no one else is picking the ruffed grouse.
Mm-hmm.
And if like DC becomes a state and they're like, we'd like the ruffed grouse, you know what? I'm going there. I'm gonna do something about it. I guess we should have taken that into account. Who picked the bird first? Too late now.
No, have a sec. Persona 6 is trending. Is it announced?
Well, West Virginia left Virginia because Virginia was too racist. So I mean, they deserve the cardinal. That's their prize they get.
They deserve the cardinal.
Yeah, me going back to 1800s, like Civil War Virginia. I'm like, hey, here's a prize for you.
I am falling down a rabbit hole of Persona announcements.
Is it real?
I see it's trending again, and I think it's only trending because Persona 5 Strikers came out.
That came out a little while ago, though.
Yeah. I don't know why it's trending right now. I think it's just a meme. So I am a little bummed out about that. But, someday. Also, I'll actually play Persona 5 someday. It's high on my list of to-dos, but still slightly lower than Evil Genius. So I've been playing that instead.
Okay, this is a good tweet though. The entire Persona 6 cast was leaked and it's just Breaking Bad.
I did see that. I do like that a lot.
That's a pretty good one. Birds. Am I right, everybody? Some people love them, some people hate them. But every state has them. Share your state bird in the comment section below.
Who has the robin?
Michigan and Connecticut.
Michigan?
I closed the list, so I'm just going off memory.
Oh,
here.
there's a list. States with the same bird. Wait a minute. Oh, dang it. Yeah, so it's like the northern, let's see. The western meadowlark is the state bird of 6 states.
6 states, which ones?
I don't know.
Then I don't believe it.
I need to see this list.
I'm pulling. I'm checking again. There's no way.
Right, okay.
I know it was
states
a couple,
with the same bird.
so I was gonna comment on it.
It just has numbers. Oh my gosh. Okay, the northern mockingbird is in 5 states. The wild turkey's in 4. The American robin's in 3. Oh my gosh.
Where's the wild turkey in?
I don't know.
I'm not seeing it in here.
Wild turkey is in South Carolina.
No, it's not. It's Carolina Wren.
Bad news, dude. It doesn't say that here. Oh, it's the state wild game bird. Okay.
That's different.
This list is misleading as hell.
But yeah, Wyoming does have the western meadowlark, and so do a couple other boring states, but I was just going to let them have it.
Nebraska and Montana.
Oregon has it. No, North Dakota, and Nebraska, North Dakota, and Montana, you're
and
saying.
Oregon, and Wyoming.
And Kansas.
That's 6. That's 6. What the hell? Y'all.
For a bird that's like not even that cool. Like a cardinal, I get it. Everyone wants the cardinal.
Yeah.
The western meadowlark? You guys are like really like simping for the western meadowlark? Like it's not gonna peg you, bro. I say let's give Nebraska the meadowlark.
I don't even remember who else has the meadowlark at this point.
Wyoming can have like Jackson Hole.
The Jackson Hole jackalope.
Sure.
State bird.
I'm not doing the 6 state thing again. Like there's no way that like 20% of the country can have 2 birds chosen.
No, it is absurd.
Because I can tell you what, there's 2 birds is more than 20% of the birds in the country, and some of them have some cool birds to them. Honestly, I gotta give major props to. Let's just shout out the cool birds the states have. Like Alaska has the willow ptarmigan. It's a weird little bird, but hey, pretty cool. The Alabama has a northern flicker, which is actually like really really cool. It's just a woodpecker, It's nice to see a woodpecker. Let's see. Arizona's got the cactus wren, super cool, nice little guy. California quail. You gotta pick it. It's got the state name in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little blorb. Colorado's got the lark bunting. I respect it.
Lark bunting?
Delaware making the good call with the Delaware blue hen. Like it's got the name in it. You might as well take it. Oh, DC has the wood thrush.
Wood thrush.
I can't believe that Florida has the mockingbird. You literally could just pick something out of like the Florida Keys. It's like tropical. You fools.
Mockingbird does kind of fit the vibe of Florida, though.
Yeah, no, they suck. The brown thrasher is the Georgia bird. That's pretty cool.
Brown thrasher.
Hawaii, they love the Hawaiian goose. Idaho has the mountain bluebird, which is the mountain bluebird is like a fairly basic looking bird, but it's original enough because it's not a blue jay. It's just like a genuine, like nice bluebird.
The what bluebird? Mountain bluebird?
The mountain bluebird, yeah.
Well, that's pretty.
Iowa's got the eastern goldfinch.
That's a pretty shade of blue.
It is. It's a nice bird. Louisiana's got the brown pelican. You gotta respect it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maryland's got the Baltimore oriole. As it should.
Actually,
a classic.
Have we ever talked about pelicans on the podcast? I don't think we have. I don't know why I'm asking that. Pelicans are gross as hell, and I hate pelicans.
They're kind of cool. I like them.
I
like that Minnesota has the common loon.
Common
Very
loon.
Cool. Very cool of them. And then Missouri's got the eastern bluebird, but that's another state has that. I'm pretty sure New York does. So you hate it. New Mexico, big respects for the greater roadrunner. New Hampshire's got the purple finch. Oh wait, Nevada has the mountain bluebird too. I take it back, Idaho.
Oh well, who do you want to give it to? Idaho.
Neither of them get it.
I think Idaho deserves it. What else do they have going for them?
Shout out to Oklahoma though for having the scissor-tailed flycatcher, like a cool like swallow bird, like super cool of them. Very very neat. No other state has a bird.
Look
like
at that. Well, that's pretty.
Super lame. Yeah, shout out Oklahoma for being original there.
I feel bad for
especially
everyone listening because we're
Midwest.
We're just talking about visual things at this point, but it's a pretty bird.
I'm just talking about the fact that they have different birds. Ruffed grouse for Pennsylvania, I already gave us a shout out on that. Ring-necked pheasant in South Dakota, a really pretty bird. I'm surprised other people didn't try and take that one too. Honestly, disrespectful for Utah to have the California gull.
It is really disrespectful, actually.
Vermont's got the hermit thrush.
What else is in Utah?
People listening
to have,
are like, what? Utah just taken from California, though. That's lame.
See, I'm just...
So, if in case you didn't know birds, now you do.
I'm honestly just really glad
PA... About how did we get on the subject?
I don't know.
I hated... I love the toucan part, though. That was one of the funniest moments I think we've had on the show in a while. I'm guessing it's not the toucan.
So let me give you a slightly different angle here. Ted Nugent wants to know, where were the shutdowns for COVID 1 through 18? He would ask because he's addicted to truth and common sense. And your common sense meter would demand the answer to, why weren't we shut down for COVID 1 through 18? Nugent asks, while wearing a robe that looked like it came from the Joe Exotic collection. This is a mean article. I love this. But yeah, he implies that there was a COVID 1 through 18 that existed and that they didn't shut anything down. Man.
I mean, hasn't there been like several strains of the coronavirus that have been named throughout the years as they're named with the year that they're discovered? So like it's called COVID-19 because of 2019 when it was first discovered.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the problem too, right? Coronavirus is primarily a strain of the common cold that just happens to be, significantly more lethal than the common cold.
Yeah, and 19 isn't because it's the 19th one. It's not Jason X. It's just
exactly
2019.
That was called Jason X because it was the X Jason.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Yes. The X Jason movie. I think that's all I got for today. You got anything else?
That's about all I've got too. It's gonna be a short episode, but I don't know. I'm a
The
little
only other
off
thing
my
I could
game
talk about
today.
is like song, like best song covers. But I feel like that's not a short conversation.
I do love song covers though. Have a sec. Let me open up my
Mm-hmm.
Spotify because I would like to I would like to share some of my favorite covers that I've come across since you bring it up.
Best and worst. I think my pick for worst is the cover of the song "New Perspective" that Panic at the Disco did,
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't change anything
That is the
at all.
problem, isn't it?
And they were a much, much, much larger band than the initial band that had created the song. So they basically just took the song, changed almost nothing, and released it into an audience that knew only of them. And there was, functionally they just stole the song in the guise of a cover, which happens pretty frequently.
Mm-hmm. And that's not okay.
Not cool. Kind of this, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, kind of the same thing Nickelback did with Photograph,
That's a cover?
isn't it? I'm almost positive it's a cover of like a Def Leppard song.
I don't think it is.
No, maybe not Def Leppard. No, maybe I'm. No, let me see. It's a cover though. I'm almost positive.
I don't think it is.
I'm almost
No.
positive it's a cover.
No way. I can't believe that.
I could have sworn it's a cover of something, or maybe it's another cover.
They have a
know
song
why I'm
called
getting-
Photograph.
Let's see. Hmm.
No,
Legacy,
this is
used by
definitely
Donald
different.
Trump. Oh, that's right. I do remember Donald Trump using that in
Yeah, this is a different song. This is not
Twitter
the same.
and getting it. Okay, so what is the Nickelback cover song that they did? Oh, and actually, oh no, it's "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." I don't know why I thought it was Photograph.
Oh,
Have you heard Nickelback's version of "The Devil Went Down to Georgia"?
I have.
It's so bad.
It's not as bad as Korn's cover. I was really excited for Korn's cover of it, and it just was kind of uninspired. The Nickelback one was about what I expected it to be.
Yeah, the Nickelback one was also incredibly uninspired. They were just like, "Hey, what if instead of using a fiddle, we said the word guitar, because we only play guitar?"
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Nope, we've changed enough to make it our song
Audio
now."
Slave already did that, so this was just a cover of Audio Slave's cover, and that's just kind of
Also,
weak.
I'm pretty sure, like, for whatever reason, like Chad Kroger says like "fuck" multiple times within the cover of "The Devil Went Down to
I
Georgia."
think he does, doesn't he?
And you're like, why were you like, okay, well, we haven't changed the song enough. I need to say the F word. It's the only possible solution.
Oh, here's one that I don't like at all. Creed's cover of "I'm 18." That was an Alice Cooper song, and then I put on the Creed cover because I'm like, oh, this is neat. There's a cover. And they're like, why are you listening to Creed? And I'm like, well, because it's a cover of Alice Cooper. And they're like, what? No, Creed wrote that. And it was
No.
really stupid.
You hate to see it.
Let's see. There's a few really good ones on this list. I'm a big fan of the ZZ Top song "I Gots to Get Paid" because that's a cover of like I've had an awful time trying to find the original. I think it's called 25 Lighters.
So are you at all familiar with the band or the music group Boyce Avenue?
No.
Okay, because I feel like I'm not, but it's just hitting me like a truck hearing their name.
The name is familiar, but I couldn't tell you why.
Anyway, I think they're like a YouTube like acoustic band type deal.
Gotcha.
Regardless, they have an acoustic cover of "With Arms Wide Open"
Oh.
by Creed. Which is amazing because it's one of those things where like "With Arms Wide Open" already has an acoustic version.
Yeah.
I think it's on the album or on like the deluxe edition, but like you can just listen to the regular already written acoustic version of that song.
Mm-hmm.
And they did the same thing where they're like we're just like not gonna really change much, and then we're gonna release this. Anyway, moral of the story is I've played at my job like every day when I worked in Waco at the brunch place.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So Machine Gun Kelly put out a a pop punk album, and he covered Misery Business.
Mm.
That was fine.
I mean, my opinion, I just think Machine Gun Kelly just like Machine Gun Kelly just like sucks ass.
No, I think that's really fair, and I think that's a reasonable opinion to have. I don't.
And he has like weird, like weirdly obsessive fans.
Yeah, his fans are a little bit too much for me. I don't appreciate them.
Like they act like he's really, really great, and you're like, nah, he's bad. Sometimes okay. And then, yeah. Well, then he put out the one song with the Corpse, and it's, not even really a hot take. I think Corpse's music is ass. And I don't really know who he is other than like Minecraft YouTuber.
No, he's an Among Us
Um,
tuber. He was a
he's a what?
He plays Among Us. He also used to be a creepypasta guy.
He's a Mogus tuber.
Yeah, he's a Mogus.
That's pretty cool. And I changed my mind. I just like know that there's a song with Machine Gun Kelly on it that he did, and it's almost comically bad, but like it's not. It's just it almost hits the level of being like this is pretty good, like fun, like ironically good,
Mhm.
kind of like how I was personally feeling about 100 Gex,
Mm-hmm.
like last year, 2 years ago, whenever that was. But it doesn't quite hit that level where like it's trying a little too hard for me to like have fun with it. But I'm also just a boring old man. So
Mm-hmm.
also take I've got to say before we end the episode. I don't know. I kind of I'll just run it by Dan too. But I hate when people that are my age do the thing where they're like, yeah, we're like people born between 1995 and 2000. We're not like millennials and we're not really Gen Z. We're something different. Everyone forgot about it. Like, shut up, dude.
No one
If
forgot.
you have ever had the urge to call yourself something like a zillennial, you are not. You're a millennial. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the most millennial shit I've ever heard in my life.
I can't disagree with that take. I can't disagree with that at all.
Like people were like, I was born in '97, but I'm not really a millennial. I'm not really Gen Z. I'm like a zillennial. You're like, no, if you're saying it like that, you're a millennial.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying like, I was born between 1995 and 2000, and I'm Hector, and then it's just a picture of like a donkey. You're like, yeah, this person's Gen Z.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
But yeah,
I'm gonna
mostly because I see a lot of those posts from like my like old high school classmates.
Mm-hmm. It's just frustrating. I don't know. I get sick of seeing that type of stuff because a lot of it is people just being shitty, and it's just like, I get it, dude. You're so special and different, but you don't need to be like that. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, there's definitely the argument that could be made of like, well, but Jackson and Noah, you're being shitty about them now. You're like, well, bit of a, a bit of a pulling at straws there, because I'm just making a commentary there on what I've seen over and over again. And I don't say this to them or like bring it up or argue with the people, because it's whatever. Let them have their fun. But yeah, no, they're definitely millennials if they're saying that.
You know what? I have one actual last song I want to launch into this before we close out.
Okay.
It's off of the Rob Zombie album, Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor. There's no point in me sharing that. I just, his album names are always a trip and a half. It's We're an American Band, which is a cover of an old, I think it's an old disco tune. I like Rob Zombie's covers a lot. Some of them are really bad, but his sound is so unique and himself that no matter what, the songs do sound like his music at the end of it. So I respect it. Oh shit, no, I'm sorry. The last song is actually I Will Survive by Cake. It sounds exactly like you think it does.
What about Jeff Buckley's Hallelujah?
By Cake?
No. The song Hallelujah. Like the Leonard Cohen song, but sung by Jeff Buckley from like the 90s. It's pretty good.
I don't think I've heard that cover.
It's pretty good, but you gotta have like a good 7 minutes to sit yourself down with it.
Why is it so long?
Art.
He just slowed the song down, didn't he?
No. There's some good changes in there. Changes and breaks and refrains and whatnot. But yeah, that's probably a good stopping point then.
Yeah, I would say so too. Thanks for coming out this week, everybody. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Twitter at The Off the Air, Facebook OTA Podcast, Patreon at Off the Air. If you want to support us monetarily, but you can also support us for free, and we'd really appreciate it. If you go to Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review, that's about all I've got to say on that front. Would really appreciate it. It's super, super helpful to us. And it would help us, let's see. Oh, never mind. We're already above the Barstool Sports Call Her Daddy podcast. Our general rating is already better than theirs. So we're doing pretty great in that regard, if we're being honest.
We've done it.
But I'd still like to beat Joe Rogan. So, let's beat out his average review.
Yeah, give us 5 stars so we can outrank Joe Rogan.